Hello, I'm in China and I have some thoughts to share with you. I landed in Guangzhou not too long ago and I'm excited to share with you the thoughts that went through my mind as I was in this city. I was only in this city for basically an evening, a day, and then a very little bit of a morning. And I would love to share with you my thoughts and experiences and basically my first impressions. So here we go. First of all, let me start off with me and on the plane. I was on the plane, and when I realized that our descent had been starting, I looked out the window. And what did I see? A huge city. The only landmark that I know, which is the Canton Tower. I looked forward out the window and I could not find it. It was somewhere. It just, maybe the airport was quite far away. I don't know. But anyway, the city was big. I was excited for this energy. I could already feel it. Once we landed, I got outside. The air was so humid. My hands got like that really fast. Oi. I think I was just maybe a little bit confused or something, because we got off of the plane and I couldn't even I was at the airport, but I wasn't. We landed in the middle of a thing, and then we had to get on a bus and ride a bus for 15 minutes before we actually could reach the door of the airport. After that, the airport was pretty chill. I did make a mistake speaking English to somebody who probably didn't speak any English. You know, on the plane, there wasn't a lot of Chinese people. People were probably transferring to Bali, I heard. Other people were going to other places. I just heard a lot of people going to different countries. There wasn't a lot of people who were actually Chinese. So I forgot that I was actually in China. So I had to switch up that attitude real quick. The airport was pretty simple. Luckily, I had somebody picking me up though. I will introduce this friend to you guys in a later video. You might see him throughout this one a little bit too, but I will formally introduce him later. We had to take the subway to get to our first location, which was a restaurant. The subway at first was kind of chill. It was not a lot of people, so I was kind of okay, this is kind of good. And then a few stops later, there was a lot of people. But you know what? That's just what I expected, so that's great. But the best part about the beginning of this trip was the second that I got off of the subway and left the subway station. So I was going up the stairs, and then I came up. And the first thing that I saw was, well, it was dark because it was evening, but then there were lights everywhere. There was lights on palm trees, guys, palm trees. So lights on palm trees. There was lit up things hanging from trees. And I saw bikes everywhere, and the people had so much energy, and the buildings, they were so tall and they were everywhere and all lit up. It was so beautiful and so gorgeous. That's probably one of my favorite memories so far, just thinking about it. Yeah, so then we went to the restaurant and I had some good food. I had noodles. Then we just went over to my Airbnb, which was kind of hard to find, a little bit confusing, but it's in a really nice area. Guys, just look at the view of this Airbnb. Guangzhou, from the moment I landed, just keeps taking my breath away with the views. We had the Canton Tower literally right there. On the other side was a river with a bridge that was all lit up too. How did this exist? I just kept thinking about how excited I was to see it during the daytime too. I don't know, we weren't really too tired at this point, even though it was 9:30, 10 o'clock or whatever, I don't know. We just decided to go on a walk. So we walked over to the Canton Tower because it was so close, and it was so beautiful. It was just, it just chills there like a rainbow. Just casual stuff, And we just kept walking around for a little bit and then went back to the Airbnb. The next day we went for dim sum. The place just seemed really cool. It was a different kind of dim sum than I normally would have. I mean, I've only ever had it once, and I had it in Canada, so I guess I don't really have anything to actually compare it to. But I mean, we got to go and choose the food that we wanted to, so we chose chicken feet, some buns, some shrimp dumpling wrap thing. There was a pastry thing, and then another thing that I can't remember the name of. And the tea was so good, guys. The tea in Canada, nothing compared to tea here. Any kind of tea from here is just on a whole other level. So that experience was just like a lot of fun. I got to try some like new things, authentic things on my first full day in China. So that was nice. After that, we just went on like a little bit of a walk. Let me tell you, there's a lot of walking to this story, okay? There was like this new area that was full of new businesses, but it was like a rustic style looking area, super modern, something that like I really like. Like I really like this kind of style. We then went to get me a phone card so I could have internet. That is good. What next? Oh, and then we decided to go to like an underground, like I guess it was kind of like a shopping center restaurant thing underground. I don't know, it was kind of nice though. Once you like went up, there was like an entire like platform that you could see like the Canton Tower, but like the full thing. So that's where I had my Instagram picture. I'll show you right here. By the way, go follow me. It's at That's Really Jen. Okay, you'll see all of the Instagram photos from China. Thank you. So there was a museum. The museum was completely free, so we went and looked around a little bit inside of there. We didn't look through the whole thing, so I might go again later when Hannah gets here in June. It was just really nice. Got to learn about a little bit of history, see some cool ocean stuff, some dinosaur stuff, some ancient stuff. So there's lots of knowledge in there, and I'm excited to go back. So next to the museum was the library. And so this library was massive. It was so tall, and let me tell you, it was one of the most modern things I've ever seen in my life. So many levels, and every single like spot to sit was basically taken. There were an insane amount of books. It was so beautiful, and we just kept going up, 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 up. There was one level where you could just like literally trace back family history depending on like your first name, kind of like your family name, which was so cool. And they also have like little areas where you can book an entire little room to yourself, spend the entire day there, and you would just write your thesis. So we kind of had like a little bit of a rest in there because we have been walking a lot during this time. And then we went out for hot pot with some other friends. That was just really delicious. There's not much to say about that. It was hot pot. It was really good. Just chilled. Very nice. Very nice. Then we went on another walk. We went to like a university, and this university had like this, like from one entrance, you could walk, very, very far, okay? And then you would get to the other end. At the other end was a river, like a really big river, and you could see like basically the entire skyline of the city. It was so beautiful. It was dark again, but like just like looking at the river, looking at the skyline, and oh, it was just so beautiful. Like the vibes that Guangzhou gives me are such happy ones that make me so happy. Like I can't. Yeah, so yeah, and I think after that just went back to the Airbnb, if I remember correct. That was just such like a beautiful, magical day and I experienced so many different kind of aspects already to Guangzhou, but there's so much more to explore. So I'm excited to go back. The next day, I had to leave for the train because I was coming to Zhuhai, where I am right now. So the next morning I just had breakfast on the balcony with my friend, and that was actually so nice. Like just having breakfast outside on a balcony with a beautiful view, like I feel so lucky. Like I can't even describe that. This part I won't talk about too much, but basically we just took the subway to the train station because I was taking the high-speed rail. This place had the most lines I've ever seen in my life, okay? Like this was a whole other level of lines, and I had to wait in like 3 of them. I missed quite a few trains. Everything was really hard to find, but again, I'm glad that I had a friend and a helper, okay? Yeah. All in all, I think that Guangzhou kind of gave me a really good first impression. Maybe it's because of the people that I got to spend it with. Maybe it's because of the city itself. I don't know. Or maybe it was just all together. I got to see so many different things. The people are all so friendly there, so patient. The city is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. It's so different from what I'm used to experiencing. I'm really excited to go back. So if you guys have suggestions on where I should go in Guangzhou, then please let me know in the comments because I will be going back soon. I think I'll leave it there for this video because I kind of got to tell you guys the story and my experiences and my thoughts. So if you guys liked the video, make sure to like the video, and if you do like my stories, my adventures, then make sure to subscribe. And I just hope you guys have a great day, great night, whatever it is for you. Just smile and be happy because that is most important. And I will see you guys next time with a vlog from Zhuhai. This city is by the ocean, so I promise it will be nice. It will be a refreshing video. Yup, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's fine. You guys, I don't even know what it's really gonna look like later. I'm still in the middle of filming it. See you guys next time.